says it's recording. Okay, are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, this is our category analysis project by myself, Margaret. Also, we have Jackson, Austin, and Susanna. And we decided to analyze what WVU spends on suppliers on air travel per year. An overview of our category analysis project is that WVU spends roughly about $2,396,746.13 on air travel per year. Air travel is very essential for the transportation of athletic teams to other states for games. Also, it's essential for professors and academics traveling to and from WVU for conferences, and air transportation has to be used for this to bring guests to the school and to send these professors to other universities as well, and etc. Currently, WVU uses 10 air travel suppliers, and we have decided that reducing the number of suppliers would be more financially beneficial to WVU and the overall budget in the long run.
So the main purpose when you think of this is to provide air travel at the least expensive price for getting everybody to from point A to point B. The main thing we all thought of when we first thought of air travel was getting sports teams everywhere that they need to go, because there are quite a bit of sports teams that WVU has, and they're all going to different places week by week. But air travel is also essential, like we previously stated, to get professors to conferences and occasionally students as well.
So we started by filtering the sourcing group into our first level of travel, and then we broke it into air transportation, ending with missed air transportation. This then provided us with our 10 main air travel suppliers, which then we consolidated the data to see where all of the money was being spent in the majority, and where we could break it down to minimize the spending. So this is our first graph, and our top 5 suppliers are made up first by LJ Aviation, which makes up 28% at just over $664,000. American Airlines makes up 21% at $511,000, and Delta Airlines makes up 20% at $469,000. Southwest Airlines makes up 13%, $320,000, and lastly, United Continental Airlines makes up 11% at $253,000. And then our bottom 5 suppliers only make up 7% of air travel expenses. They're not as up there.
All right, so through removing most of the bottom suppliers, WVU would gain an access of $167,772 that could be used to purchase flights with the other top 5 brands, and possibly use that negotiation for reduced travel costs. And although unlikely to strike a deal with one of our top suppliers, as the money we would spend with them is only minimal to profit they make every year, if the deal is struck, the money saved from that can be shuffled back into the school's other expenses. And then our group decided to reduce the total of number of suppliers from 10 to 5, essentially reducing it to 50%. The remaining 5 suppliers would be LJ Aviation, American Airlines, Delta Airlines, Southwest Airlines, and United Continental Airlines. We thought there could be some reduction, however, not much. Not as much as we were aware that certain airlines did not service to certain destinations that WVU would need to be traveling to. Additionally, we wanted to keep a fair number of suppliers at hand in case something were to happen, giving West Virginia some more options.
Like we had said, through deducting suppliers, we were able to save 7% of our total spend that we could use to possibly negotiate with other of our top 5 that we would like to remain with. It's unlikely, as we had said still, but it's worth a shot. Freeing up some money allows other routes to be explored through maybe even gaining some other airline services that we could spend that money with and possibly gain more like free flights or anything through smaller companies rather than those big ones that are our top five. And overall, reducing the number of suppliers also allows easier planning, saving time, because price matching amongst the suppliers that we would now allow WVU people to fly through would be reduced in the end.
Okay.